sun keeps flaring up and I'm trying to wait until it gets higher, but I really want to talk to you guys. I just do this. This will work. Hello guys. Today we are going to be having a video. Okay, that works. This is good. This is fine. I need my coat. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In my last video I said that gardening stuff might not be top priority this year. Primarily because, as I said, I quit my job, so the budget is not really there for new garden beds, new cattle panel arches for like beans to climb, and also for the dirt delivery, all of that in conjunction. Didn't really think that we were gonna have the budget to do a big garden this year, but within the last 2 weeks, things have kind of changed, and it is really fun, and I'm really excited for it. So first and foremost, I knew I had some scrap wood that my dad had left me in the loft of our barn, and I knew that I was gonna try to make a garden bed or two with it. But when I got up there and really started looking through it, I actually realized that I had enough to do 4 large 6-foot by 10-foot garden beds. So most of it, actually, let me back up. I didn't have enough to do all of the beds. I had enough to do 3 beds, but you gotta have an even number, so I decided to go ahead and buy some wood to do the 4th one. It wasn't that expensive, mainly because you're not supposed to use treated wood for garden beds. I didn't actually know that until this year, so that's a good thing that I know that now. The chemicals can potentially leach into your plants that you grow, so that's why you're not supposed to use treated wood for garden beds. So when I realized that I could buy just regular untreated, then I'm like, all right, well, I can afford doing the 4th bed. So I went ahead and bought the wood to do the 4th one. And so we now have 4 large 6-foot by 10-foot garden beds. So I'm really excited about that. And then the whole thing with the being able to grow plants that climb, like I need cattle panels or I need trellises or I need something for that. And I was trying to figure out what to do for that. That wasn't gonna cost an arm and a leg because cattle panels are not cheap. Instead of buying cattle panels, I came across a lovely chick on Instagram that is absolutely creative. Let me get her username. Actually, do I have my phone on me? I can't find my phone, but her username, I will put it right here. And her Instagram absolutely blew me away. And I thought that it was amazing how she used branches to create arches for her garden, trellises, all of that. Branches are free, and as you guys know, where we moved, there are plenty of woods to go exploring in, and so for the last like 5 days now, I've gone in the woods and I've been collecting so many branches, and as you can see behind me, I have started putting together the most incredible looking arches, and I'm so excited for it. I actually think it looks cooler than cattle panels, and it looks very creative, and it feels very me too, so I am so excited that I'm gonna be creating branch trellises now, and I think it's gonna be fantastic. Putting it together is a lot of fun. So basically how I put them together is I laid out kind of a base structure, so my square. I have to be very careful about what kind of branches that I'm finding because they cannot be rotted whatsoever, because the rotting wood will obviously not hold up, and I had to learn that the hard way a couple of times, so I'm very picky now about the type of wood that I'm finding in the woods. Then once I get like the base structure of it done, I just kind of artfully put sticks here and there just to fill the blank spaces. I'm gonna be using smaller limbs to kind of fill in more of that blank space for more vines to climb up, and it's free, it is fun, I am very sore and I'm so stoked about it. And also I found a guy in here in the town that we moved in that would deliver dirt to me, and the delivery fee was kind of high, and so I just asked him about how much it was, and he told me, and I didn't respond right away, and he messaged me again and said that he could actually give me it with the delivery fee waived if I took it on this specific day. So we just got her delivered today. The delivery fee was waived and we got about 10 tons of dirt. So it's so exciting. I'm so excited. It feels like things just kind of fell into place. I take back what I said in the last video. We're definitely going to be having more garden related videos this year and could not be happier about it. I have so many baby bunnies right now, a whole bunch of Creme d'Argents. And I told you guys in my last video that I had 4 does due, or they actually had their babies by that video. I can't remember now, but they had them and they are now a couple of weeks old, and we've already flipped the nest boxes and they're very cute. They're getting very fluffy and they're very adorable. So I'm gonna show you guys them before the sun takes over more of my face. So in this cage we have Chevra. Hello, Chevra. Are you enjoying the sun? He's so nice. Can we look at the babies? Well, Chev, too bad. I'm gonna show them anyway. Also, this cardboard needs to come out of here, okay? Cardboard needs to come out because that's gonna get messy. Woo. Let's take that out of there. There, I got her to move. I'm sorry. Hi, babies. Look how cute you guys are. What do you think, Miss Chevra? What do you think? Chevra is my favorite senior doe that I have with the Creme d'Argents. She's very, very pretty. I feel like she's my typiest doe. She actually received her last lake to become a Gram champion a couple weeks ago, or last month, whenever that was. I can't even remember anymore, guys. My days all mixed together. But, so yeah, she's my prettiest doe in my opinion, and I'm gonna try really hard. I know she had these babies here. I'm gonna try really hard to get her back into shape before nationals. Sometimes it's a hit or miss whether you can get your does back in shape after they have babies to get back on the show table. I'm gonna try to really hard to give her a bunch of exercise and some supplements and things, and try to get her back into shape so she can show as a senior doe in nationals. She might do well, she might not, but she's one of my favorites, so she's gonna be going no matter what. She's very pretty. These are Gemma's babies. I'm not really sure what happened, but somehow they have no bedding. I don't know. I mean, I guess it might have all fallen through the cage floor. It's just really weird that it happened to them and nobody else. But they're fine. I'm honestly thinking about removing the nest box pretty quickly because they're old enough. Hello, pretty girl. Did you lay down? You guys, this is why we all need to get Creme d'Argents. Really, honestly, the reason that we all do this is because of these faces. Hi, little baby. Hello. You're so cute. You are so cute. So, some of you know this, some of you don't. At the beginning of the year, I actually became the president of the Creme d'Argent Rabbit Federation, which is really cool. And I'm really hoping that this year we can see the club grow, see the number of creams at shows grow, all of that. I'm very passionate about them. Get this towel out of here. Ugh. I'm very passionate about them, but I had somebody ask me what exactly I mean when I say that I am all for preserving the Creme d'Argent. Because for some reason, some people get a little bit, I don't know what the word for it is. They don't like the word preserve, basically. So let's get this out of the way. Creme d'Argents are not going extinct. And I don't think that they were ever going to go extinct. What I am very passionate about preserving is the quality. So I'm very passionate about preserving the integrity of the breed, getting it up to breed standard. That's why I said in that one video, like, we need more quality breeders. We don't need breeders that are just going to breed anything to anything. Everybody can make more Creme de Argents. Everybody can up the number of the breed, but not everybody can improve the quality of them. So that's kind of what I meant when I said I am all for preserving the Creme de Argent. And the same goes for silver fox. Anybody can breed silver fox and get more rabbits. The breed is not going to go extinct, but the quality can definitely begin to lack when you get breeders that are not passionate about preserving that. So that's what I mean when I say I want to preserve the Creme de Argent. I almost don't even want to disturb her because she has her little babies, like, she's sitting here and then her little babies are like sitting like directly behind her. I wonder if she'll let me get in there and just do like an overhead view. She moved as soon as I came down here. Conifer is definitely one of my favorite Creme de Argents, but as she grew, she's massive, which is wonderful because we like big bunnies. But as she grew, she kind of has weaker, she has a weaker front end, so her shoulders are a little bit weaker. She's got a nice butt though, and that's why we use her for that. We like that big booty getting carried on into the lines, but she is very pretty, and honestly, I love her. She is such a good mom. She is one of my favorites. Even if she's not super showy, she's one of my favorites. So basically, when they get to a certain size, they start jumping out of the nest box. When they're little like this, you don't always know if they're going to be able to get back into the nest box. So to combat that, when they start jumping out, we like to tip the nest box, and then they just start spilling out like this. They don't really need the nest box at this point, but it's more of a, like, it's winter out, and so I want them to all be warm. But yeah, all of the bedding, all of the pulled fur, the pine shavings, the hay, all of that, it just spills everywhere. But yeah, Con doesn't mind. And they will continue nursing their babies too, even when you tip the box like this. So that's just what we do. Last but not least, we have Casey's litter. Hello, lady. All of her babies are like shoved back there. And they're slowly losing all of their bedding too as they start pushing it out. Hey, little babies. One thing that I did not think about when moving is how I had good spots in my old place that I knew were good spots to film in, with like good lighting and like what time of day and all that to film. It is so hard trying to find those spots in my new place. So in the barn particularly, it's so hard to find spots that the sun is not blasting through. So currently I have you guys set up next to a couple of my bucks that like to spray pee. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Mainly Sprig here, because he has always done that. And he better not do that to me. Maybe I'll just hold him while we talk. Hi, Spriggy. Let's look at his face. Some people have asked me also if I'm done with silver foxes. The answer is no, I'm not done with silver foxes. Most of my silver fox herd is made up of rabbits that are already Grand Champions. They're all mine, all my lines, so I would actually feel like I would be giving up something kind of important to me if I did that. What I did give up though is I gave up the chocolate silver foxes because with all of the creams that I have and all of the creams I'm trying to expand into, it just didn't make sense for me anymore to have the chocolates, and I just wasn't really enjoying them. So yeah, that's kind of where we stand with that. But no, I'm not getting out of silver foxes, and actually I am going to Silver Fox Nationals in April as well, so I will be there. And last year I couldn't go because Silver Fox and Creme Nationals were literally on the same day, so that was a bummer. We got more babies up here. I forgot to show you guys Felly's litter. But these little babies are just a little bit older than my other ones, obviously. They're so cute. They're so cute. Velly is a very, very protective mom. You guys, I'm telling you, all of us that breed rabbits, we say we do it for this reason or that, but this is what keeps us doing it. These little things. Also, I can't forget all of the 4.5-month-old grow outs that I have out in the chicken area. There's a bunch of grow outs out there that I really need to go through, sort, see who I'm culling, see who I'm keeping. I know that I'm keeping at least 3 does out there. We have so many rabbits right now. I'm not even gonna give you a number because you don't need to know that. So in this video, you guys, I wanted to give Grubterra a shout out. And if you don't know who Grubterra is, they are a business located within the US, and they offer products for chickens, and they recently they released a dog treat line, and they recently reached out to me and asked if my dogs would like to try a free bag of treats in exchange for a review video, or segment of the video, I guess. And you guys know how I am. I don't usually do these brand shout outs unless it's something that I actually really like. I really like Grubterra, the chicken treats. They are black soldier fly larvae. They provide more calcium for your chickens, a lot like mealworms do, but I guess these are better than mealworms. 75% more calcium than mealworms, so they're better than mealworms. Also, my chickens absolutely love them. I have done a video in the past where I mixed this with a whole bunch of other things and then gave it to my chickens, and they went crazy for it. That was when we were still living in the suburbs, obviously. With our chickens not really producing a lot of eggs right now, I'm doing all that I can to kind of boost them because it is getting warmer out. I'm starting to see more eggs, but I'm trying to do everything that I can to kind of boost their laying. And so Grubterra is one of the things that I'm using to help with that. So more calcium. Obviously, it's just like a really great treat for them. They go crazy for them, so they love them. But like I said, they actually reached out to me and wanted me to review the dog treats. They gave me 3 different options to look over and see which one that I wanted. One of them was called Moo Munchies, one of them was called Bully Bites, and another one was called Salmon Snacks. And I chose the Salmon Snacks. They couldn't have reached out at a better time, actually, because since moving here, my dogs, they're not getting any younger. Ronan is 7.5 years old, Arya is 6.5, and I've noticed since being here, the quality of life has greatly improved. They love roaming the country. It's been amazing for them, but also with how active they are, I have noticed that their joints are getting a bit stiff, and the cold weather, I'm sure, is not helping. Right now I'm looking for any treats that have a lot more omega-3s in them, so that is why I chose the Salmon Snacks. Personally, salmon has a lot of omega-3 fatty acids, and it is great for reducing inflammation. So that's why I chose these. Also, my dogs absolutely go crazy for these, and I'm not just saying that. When you open this bag, like you open this bag, it literally smells like straight up salmon. Like almost like I want to eat it almost. It almost smells like dehydrated like salmon jerky. It smells really, really good. I think if you like the smell of salmon, I think that you would like it. So if I think that, I mean, I'm sure that my dogs really appreciate that too. On the package, made in the USA, single ingredients, single source protein, promotes overall health and happiness, great for high value rewards, which if you're training, always a good thing. And they are actually a really good size as well, and I like that because my dogs are, one of them is 65 pounds, the other one is 55 pounds, or somewhere around that. They are a really good size of a treat, so I mean, as you can see, this takes them a while. I mean, my dogs are heavy chewers, so they will gulp this down in like 5 minutes, but I mean 5 minutes is 5 minutes. Like if it's something that's going to kind of, you know, stimulate them and get them happy and have them chew, then I'm all for that. Some of them in here are a little bit smaller, but for the most part, there's a smaller one, but for the most part, they're all this size, and so it's been really, really great. Vernon, what are you doing? Are you burying it? Is it too good? It's got to be saved for later? I thought you wanted to eat it. It looks all gross now. How are we supposed to do product placement when it's covered in dirt? I'm not asking you to share. I'm asking you to eat it on camera. Can you do that? Or is that too difficult? I swear you guys, he ate some the other day and he loved it. But when he's outside, he wants to bury everything. You guys, I've never filmed with my dogs like this before. They don't understand. Come here. Go. No thanks. You're welcome. So like I said, I am really glad that they reached out to me and asked me to review this because I am on the hunt for some really nice treats that have also health benefits. So if it's something that can reduce inflammation like salmon, I am all for that. I would highly recommend Grub Terra though, just because they are a somewhat smaller business and I really appreciate the quality that I get from a business like that. So I mean, just like the black soldier fly larva, the dog treats, since they do kind of smaller batches with their stuff, they have a lot better quality control, which I really appreciate, especially when it comes to my dogs because my dogs are very important to me. And so it's very nice to have a good treat option with the salmon snacks. And like I said, they do the Moo Munchies and the Bully Bites as well. So if you guys wanted to try any of that, I highly recommend checking them out. And you can use code TSH for 10% off of your order, I think that is my code. If it's not, I will put it there. But I'm pretty sure that's my code. Now, if only we could convince Grub Terra to make a treat for our rabbits. Someday, guys, someday. So before I go, you guys, I really wanted to give Avery in Texas a shout out. She saw that I have a P.O. box now, and I posted that on Instagram on one of my stories, but I also now have it in the description down below. She sent me the sweetest letter. Avery is in high school. She shows Californian rabbits, and she sent me the absolute sweetest letter. Just look, even on the envelope, she has little bunnies. And she put a bunny sticker on there. I'm not gonna show you her because she did send me some photos, but I don't wanna put her like on YouTube or anything. But look at this. She drew a bunny. It is the sweetest thing ever. But yeah, she wrote me an entire card, and I just love it. I'm not asking anybody to send me anything, but just the fact that she wrote me and she's so encouraged in doing 4-H, and that is just the coolest thing to me. So if you are in 4-H and you want to write to me, feel free. I love hearing stories about kids in 4-H, high schoolers, teenagers, kids, whatever. I love hearing stories like that because it really does bring me back to those days where I was in 4-H. And honestly, showing my rabbits in 4-H was like some of the best highlights of my life. It's fun to know that my videos have helped somebody get started with rabbits. It's really a blessing, and I can't thank you guys enough. So Avery, thank you so much for the card, and I really do appreciate it. Well, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. It was a fun one to make, and I'm sorry that it's taken me another 2 weeks to make another video. I am still kind of finding my groove with us being moved and just me not having a job, but still also having like kind of a different schedule at this point. I am learning what works best for me and a good workflow, so it's coming together. I promise it'll be more routine at some point. But I really appreciate you guys stopping by, hanging with me, and watching my videos. It really does mean a lot. I love hanging out with you guys, and that I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.